I got loads of comments asking to do a makeup tutorial, so here it is. Our lip combo will be in this, so for everyone asking, it's in here. So we're gonna start off with brows, and I use the Revolution Brow Pomade. But let me just tell you, this product gets so dry. It's like introducing an old person to moisturizer for the first time in their life. You need to just fill in the bits that are like a little bit sparse, because I'm blonde, so like I kind of need to use pomade, otherwise I literally look bald. Just repeat it on the same side. Don't put too much product at the top of your eyebrow, because you'll have slugs at the top of your eyes. Literally all be anyways, the next thing is concealer, and I use Revolution. But that was literally me struggling to even show the camera. Anyways, underline your eyebrow, and this is where the main shape is going to come in. And after this, take a flat brush and just use that to shape your eyebrow more. Don't use the pomade to shape your eyebrow, use concealer, because you'll end up having really blocky brows. And that is the last thing that you want. There's been a couple times where like a memory of me has popped up from a couple years ago and my eyebrows just look horrific. Anyways, take your beauty blender and blend out the concealer. But this beauty blender has been through the absolute wall. If your beauty blender does not look like that, have you even used it? But it's super important to blend out the concealer because you don't want a line underneath your eyebrow. And then after that, just repeat it on the same side and just try and get them even as possible. Okay, next is just normal concealer. Just put a little bit underneath your eye, go little and often, don't put too much on, and then just take your beauty blender, blend it out, and Bob's your uncle. Looking back at this, I feel like my concealer's a bit light. I just recently went on holidays, so that's probably why, but I feel like I look a bit like Casper's cousin. Anyways, moving on to contour, I use e.l.f. Halo Glow, and again, put a little bit on, little and often, because you don't want loads of clumps and you don't want like a big block of contour. But also you can just use like a makeup brush or a beauty blender, whichever floats your boat really, and just blend it out. This is why you should only use a little bit at a time, because if you put too much on and you blend it out, it's going to go everywhere. I feel like contour is like the main bit that I always get wrong, because when I come home I always look at my face and it's just went everywhere. I feel like it just always goes patchy, but I always do touch my face, so I probably need to stop doing that, so at least I'm self-aware, do you know what I mean? But I should really stop doing that, but it's just such a bad habit that I have, and I personally find breaking habits like really, really difficult. But yeah, just repeat it on the other side. Okay, so the next part is putting it on your forehead, and again, it's really, really important that you don't put too much on your forehead. Sorry, but you're definitely lying if you've never had like bad contour on your forehead. It has happened to the best of us. But same applies, just blend it out and just try and connect it with the contour that you've already put on your cheeks. So we're moving on to blush, and I don't want anyone to throw shade, but it is from TikTok Shop and I did get it like a year ago. A lot of the products that I've used so far have been alright, but this one's pretty fucking questionable. In my opinion, you don't even need to use the like big brands. Like, it's really, really pigmented and it's lasting me like an entire year. So yeah, again, you can either use a brush or a beauty blender to blend it out, but I personally like using a beauty blender because I feel like it blends with the contour a lot more. And sometimes when I use a brush, I feel like it's taking the product off. So I don't know what's going on there, but moral of the story, you can use either a brush or a beauty blender. Does anyone remember when people were doing that trend where people were applying makeup with eggs? Because if that was just me, I'm going to be really, really embarrassed. Anyways, the next product is highlighter, and this is what I actually swear by. I feel like I could actually start my own podcast on how much I love highlighter. It just fixes everything. Highlighter just makes everything so nice. It just brings everything together and just